Hey guys, Unreal Wheels here, and welcome to the first video in quite a while. Now, I've been planning to make a return, or at least some kind of big return, with the whole rebrand as well as a whole bunch of other things, but due to a certain event, the 6 Hours of Glen, I decided that, you know what, it's best that I post this video as early as possible. So, the breakdown is that actually, during the last week or so, as of the time of this recording, I was actually able to go to the 2021 6 Hours of Glen, and it was actually my first experience at a racetrack in person. So it was a huge deal for me, and along with that, it was also the first time I ever saw a sports car endurance race in my life. So, due to that, I'm going to be driving these cars in the sim, of course, due to the Assetto Corsa friends group, who were able to create or have already created the DPI car mod, as well as the Corvette C8 that you see down there in the grid. But thanks to those, we're able to create a relatively realistic grid of the 2021 IMSA series. And what better way to just dive straight into it? So let's go.
15 laps. Be ready.
Okay, so here we are starting in 7th place as the real-life Mazda was, with 5 lights.
Green,
And away we go here at Watkins Glen International for 15 laps. As the area around us have gotten quite the great start, as I just fall behind the DPI pack, almost becoming prey to the LMP2 cars behind us. As the AI kind of just clattered themselves through the first corner, allowing us to grab a position and a half-ish, or well, more or less 2 positions now as we make our way up the S's. Under threat from the 0-1 Cadillac behind us, though. He seems to have the straight line advantage, especially on the first lap. He's running side by side with us, but we're going to try to outbrake him coming in through here.
Start, mate.
As the AI doesn't seem to be that strong through the bus stop area. Flying through the carousel, feeling those lateral loads in the wheel, and into the boot section of this track, using 3rd gear and hugging the inside of that, the corner blind exit off to the outside there. Now making our way downhill and then back uphill through this extremely nice elevation corner. I was here in real life, and it is a lot steeper than it seems like on the sim. Now flying through the bottom section of this boot into another popular overtaking destination. No overtakes happening here though. Everybody wanting to keep it nice and safe on the first lap. But we are running in 5th now, seeming to be behind the pink 60 Acura, then the number 10, then the number 5 Mustang sampling Cadillac, as well as the number 31, my mistake, Wayline Engineering, or whatever, Wellen Engineering. I don't remember what the exact name of the brand was, but you get the point. As we complete our first lap around here at the Glen, as we make our way down the first corner for the 2nd time, keeping nice and tidy, as it seems like the number 10, the Acura seeming is pushing for positions here around with this number 60 Acura next to him. They're going side by side, and I think the number 10 Acura is coming up out ahead. Look at that. And I think that is a position change or not. There's a lot of chaos going on ahead of us with the AI, and the number 10 cars just drifted backwards.
Nice move,
As we
mate.
also make our way past the number 31 Wellen Engineering car. Now we're hugging on the behind of this number 10 Acura.
136.8.
Maybe pull off to the left-hand side, I mean on the right, and then just send it down the inside. Is he going to stick it on the outside? Yes, he does.
Left side is clear now. Car in front is
And he seems to have found the correct usage of gears coming up through the S's. As I seem to be under threat from this number 31 Cadillac as well. He seems to have gotten a great run up the hill. I think that was just me being slow through there. The AI seems to definitely be strong through here. But I definitely have the advantage through the bus stop, as the AI doesn't seem to be as brave as I am with the curbs.
135.5.
But it is the number 60 Acura that is now leading this race, with the number 5 Mustang sampling car running a bit wide on the first corner. I think number 10 Acura is going to want to make a move on this guy. going up the hill, and that's what it seems like he's trying to do. He's all over the back of this guy. He touches the barrier on the inside. If that was real life, that would have been a horrible mess, but luckily we are in the sim with dumb AI drivers. Clattering over this curb, catching back up to the pack up ahead. Everybody just kind of driving through single file. I think the pack behind us is kind of lost as I run a bit wide coming through the carousel, as my spotter definitely yells at me for running a bit too wide. Now we'll talk about how this my actual race experience was in real life, because there's a reason I'm making this video, not just because the 6 hours of Glen was an interesting race, but also because I was is here in real life at least a few days ago, and how it was pretty interesting. I'll tell you where I camped as we round about that corner, and I was actually parked right before the front straight as I understeer straight into the barrier. Wow, right as I start talking about something interesting, as we are now, whoa, I receive a lot of contact by this number 31 car. I think he's gonna be on my inside. He's not, but he's kind of dropped us all the way down, behind well, we've kind of lost time to the pack up ahead. But I was gonna mention that I was actually camping right before the front straight on turn number 11, so you could see the cars running down through the front straight, and also coming out of the final corner, which is of course almost flat out, which is quite amazing to see. Now I can see the number 48 car. I think that is the number the Ally car, making his way past the number 31 car, which is what it seems like as I absolutely abuse these curbs.
The gap in front is now 1.3.
And I think the AI up ahead had kind of made a mistake here, as that the number 60. Whoa, and I think we're catching up to back markers now, so this is going to throw another wrench into the mix. And this is the number 74 Mercedes. It wasn't present in this year's race, actually. Instead, we had the Sun Energy car. But whoa, things are going to get pretty interesting now, as I'm running side by side with the Mustang sampling car. My spotter is absolutely yelling at me at this point, considering that there's a lot of traffic that we're gonna have to navigate through as we come across a pack of Lexuses. Whoa, and I make contact with the number 5 car in front of me, and he is gone. Whoa, look at that.
Right side is clear.
Whoa, and that is chaos, absolute chaos up ahead. A whole bunch of things happening as the AI kind of navigate through the traffic. I think the number 48 car, my bad, is genuinely gone.
On your left.
And that's another thing to mention, is that when we were at the real life track, passing traffic, just looking at the speed difference between the cars is absolutely mental. I can't even think about how crazy it must be. And that is, oh boy, the number 5, Sebastian Bourdais. Yep, that is the Mustang sampling car. And he has definitely retired, so that's my bad. That's all on me. But look at the traffic, the amount of traffic that we're getting. We're going to have to slow down to avoid making contact with the car in front of us, along with the Porsche
On your right. Right is clear now.
and everything else. And that is now putting us into second place, as the Acura seems to have just caught himself into traffic.
Car left.
And actually, that's another thing to mention, actually, was that during the final 30 minutes of the race, I think in my opinion, I think traffic also decided the winner of this race, which is the Mazda, which was running in first, but they did have a bit of damage towards the rear of the car.
Right side, clear right.
But thanks to their driving and possibly some good opportunities, they were kind of cleared through a lot of traffic. Just maybe due to the chance, or just the way that the driver took opportunities in the traffic. They were able to get a greater gap on the number 60 car that was behind them at the point, at the time. Now, actually, speaking of that, we are actually closing up on the number 60 car, which is running in first. So that is going to make things a bit interesting, kind of recreating that battle that happened towards the end of the race at the 6 hours of Glen this year. Actually touching the barrier on the outside there for the final corner. As this number, the 60 car seems to be great at navigating through traffic. And yeah, I think I did run a bit wide coming into turn 1. Whoa, trying to look for that gap coming up through the S's. Of course, this AI isn't really as aware as it would be as with the real drivers, but we're gonna have to make do with it because I don't have that many friends to fill up a grid like this. Whoa.
Car right.
We gotta just fly from the inside there. And there you go. That's the number 3 car, the Corvette, which was the class winner with Jordan Taylor. Actually, I did. Now, fun fact, I actually took a picture with Jordan Taylor. I might put it up here with my face blurred out, but that was a great experience on my end. He was just sitting there by the pits, taking pictures with mostly everybody. So he's a great guy. Awesome to know, and congratulations to him for the class win. Now finally up in some clean air, trying to hunt this Acura down. Let's go. Flat out through here. Now coming across the final corner, time to take that as quick as we can and hopefully not mess us up so that we get a decent run down the front straight. We're getting closer and closer, guys.
133.6. Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
That's a 133 lap. Actually, that's relatively realistic to the laps that the DPIs were putting in real life. So honestly, I gotta give it to the guys at AC Friends for putting together a decent set of physics as compared to, I think, the rollovers physics, which was the original ones from these models. But I think the AC Friends guys did a good job of making them of the correct speed to this track. And also kudos to the track maker. The track, of course, available for free on Race Department. It's a great mod. Honestly, I like looking through, even in the free cam, there's great attention to detail, and I in fact was even able to find the exact space where I was camping. Now dropping that topic of discussion, we're catching up to the Acura up ahead of us. Actually, I do feel a bit of loss in traction on my rears. Usually, actually, they would only run about 45-minute stints, which is another thing I got from talking to the Mazda engineer guys the day before the race. And that's another great thing about IMSA, actually. The fact that a lot of the paddock is open is honestly one of the best things that you can find about IMSA and I think endurance racing in general, which F1 does not really have to offer due to the fact that it has such a large crowd base. But now we're kind of just keeping up with this Acura, hopefully trying to make a move in the last lap or so. Well, actually, even right here would be quite ideal. But this is now officially a battle for the lead, so...
Okay, Vlad, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
Yep, just exactly as our crew chief is kind of saying in our ears. You just gotta stick on him, which is not what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately, I think I let him go on the straights.
P2.
Clattering over those curbs, hopefully I should make up that difference through here. Now I gotta think about where I'm gonna try to make a move as I run really wide through the carousel, losing a bit of speed. I was hoping to catch up to him a bit more through here, but the Acura ahead of us is just missing the apex through there. Absolutely misses it by a mile, but I think we might be coming up on traffic as well again. So maybe best if we try to make a move before, or else things are gonna get a bit spicy up ahead. This again is a relatively popular overtaking opportunity right there where I just that corner, but we're not close enough to make any moves. This corner, unfortunately, not really an overtaking opportunity due to the fact that it's banked upwards and relatively blind. These flat out corners, more or less forget about it unless you have an absolutely great run through here. And this final corner, you just got to get important because it's what's going to help you set up if you want to make a move down the front corner, or I mean the front, yeah, first corner.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits.
My crew chief kind of speaking facts, as I think we come upon the last lap now. So as we come across the final corner, we get another back marker. I think we're coming upon this guy for the second time now. Looking down the inside, he kind of moved to the inside before actually while I was going there as well. That would have caused an accident, but lucky we didn't really do anything too crazy. There we go. It's the final lap now. We gotta make a move. He's running away on the straight. There's a yellow flag ahead of us. Oh boy. But we gotta get close to him on this now. Just gotta absolutely clatter our way through the bus stop. Oh no, and that's a bit of a mistake from us. Not a good run. And that might actually cost us the overtake. I don't know. We still have the rest of the boot section to go. Now we gotta absolutely push. And that is not the way you do that. And now we are under pressure from the number 10 car behind us as well. I don't know if it's a victory in sight, but we might be under threat for third place now as well. And even more back markers ahead of us. Pressure is really pounding down now. Using all of the track. And we're gonna have to see how this AI deals with the traffic up ahead.
Yellow flag.
Can we capitalize?
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
I think the AI is held up. Can we make a move?
Car right.
Or can we not? And no, I don't think we can. As we come across the final corner, we unfortunately weren't able to recreate an absolutely epic dub, but we did come into second place, right behind the number 60 Acura. What a race. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I'm considering, or at least I'm trying to make a full-time return along with regular uploads in the near future. But until I get that sorted out, please consider checking out my other videos. That's all I really have to say. Thanks once again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.